So in this tutorial we are going to learn how to make this nice vertical loop behind the back. So from our two-handed isolation we are going to flip the hula hoop down. Now for this one I find it much easier to go to the right, so I'm going to put my right hand now on top of my left. This can also be a move in itself, you can look sternly at the audience and you bring one hand over and then the other. Could work to the beat. Anyway, so now what we're going to do with the right hand on top of the left is that it's going to come up on the side. My arm is going to come to the side, so you can see here it's really on the side. A lot of times people have a bit of problem and they start putting their arm forward and they're like, oh, why can't I do it? And it's like, no, you really, if you just put your arms to the side like you would if you were pretending to be Christ the Redeemer from Brazil, then yeah, you'd have your hands to the side. So the right arm is on top, you bring your arm to the side and you can actually rest the hula hoop on your forearm. So my hand is gripping from the front and then the other arm pulls it over. Now then you want to have this position where you have both hands crossing above your head, and then you can bring it out over to the other side. So now my right arm is on top and it comes back to the center. So you can play with bringing it up and over and around, and as always you can reverse it. So what keeps this trick looking super cool is to keep the hula hoop as vertical as possible. So this trick about sticking it onto your arm, particularly when you go over this side, is going to help you keep it vertical, because as soon as the hoop starts not being so vertical, it just doesn't look so good. So yes, you want to keep it super vertical and experiment with both sides. And when it's coming up on the left, so this is on the right, sorry, when it's coming up on the right, it's kind of slightly more difficult to keep it super vertical because you're in this kind of weird position. So always best to practice with it on the left, holding it on your forearm, keeping it super vertical, then the two hands crossed above your head and then over to the other side.